Welcome to Gensmatter Podcast, bridging generations through stories that matter. Hey everyone, welcome back. Oh my god, it's been a long time that I haven't updated anything on social media. So I know there's a lot of things happening in my life recently. And also I've rebranded from Your Gen Z Fork into Gensmatter. So the idea is very quick. So back then I did talk a lot about Gen Z guys, and I just want to shift myself into something more inclusive. So that's why it comes to Gensmatter, where all generations matter. Very simple. So today I came across a really interesting article from plastics.io about how younger generations are demanding more sustainable businesses, and it got me thinking and curiosity about those kind of product, about sustainability product, eco-friendly product. So I personally love eco-friendly products, but let's be real here. Many of them come with a higher price tag. So my question is, are these companies genuinely help the planet, or is it all just greenwashing? Right? That's what we're diving into it today. So why are we talking about this on Gensmatter? Because sustainability isn't just a buzzword. It's a generation shift. Gen Z and millennials are pushing for real change, and that's shaping the way businesses operate. If companies don't keep up, they risk losing an entire generation of customers. So let's break this down. Let's start with the fact. The power of our wallet. Studies show that 82% of consumers are willing to pay more for sustainable products, and Gen Z leads the change at 90%. Ooh, crazy. That means companies that aren't embracing sustainability, well, they risk losing an entire generation of buyers. Think about it. We research before we buy, we call out company on social media, and we're not afraid to switch brands if something doesn't align with our values. Our wallets have power, and brands are starting to realize they can't ignore it. How brands are being forced to change because of consumer pressure. But the big question remains, are these companies actually making a difference, or just slapping a green label on their products to boost sales? This is where greenwashing comes in. When a company pretends, I don't want to say there's no white and black, right? So they probably pretend, or maybe 50% pretend. When a company pretends to be eco-friendly just for marketing, and unfortunately, a lot of brands do this. The rise of authentic sustainability. So how do we tell the difference? Transparency is key, right? Brands that share real data, show their supply chains, and prove their impact are the ones worth supporting. Companies like Patagonia, Albert, and even newest startups are setting the standard. The challenges we face. That being said, it's not always easy to walk the talk, even though we want to buy sustainably. Sometimes price and convenience make it tough. Fast fashion, cheap plastic packaging, these things are everywhere because they're accessible. The challenge is bridging the gap between what we want to do and what we can actually afford. I am 100% related to this because, as we all know, Gen Z is the entry level in the workplace and they don't earn a lot. How can you balance between you support sustainability, but you also need to be able to afford it? And that's where businesses need to step up by making sustainable choices more affordable, mainstream, and scalable. how we can make an impact. So what can we do as consumers? Here's a few simple steps. First, support businesses that are actually making a difference. Look for real sustainability efforts, not just fancy labels. Like, for example, a big company like Apple have shown that 12.8 million devices and accessories sent to new owner for reuse in 2023. They also said 18.5 million metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent emissions avoided through our supplier clean energy program in 2023. So you can take a look at apple.com/environment. This is a good example. Second, call out greenwashing. If a company isn't being honest, don't be afraid to challenge them. Social media is a powerful tool. Because we are woke generations, we post everything on Instagram, Twitter. Call out is a good idea. It's where we challenge to the brands to actually doing it, not just pretending. Third, reduce, reuse, and rethink. Small changes in our daily habits add up. Reusable bags, thrift shopping, and cutting down on waste make a real impact. That's a good idea, and I think it's the easiest way that we can do, because nowadays malls, convenience store, or supermarket, they don't give free bags anymore. So I think it's better to use that for multiple times. It's better than just single use that, right? So talk about the future of business. I would say so many companies has been promoting their sustainability and environment CSR, but not every company that really emphasize on sustainability concerns and really push the hard action for that. The future of business should be sustainable, transparent, consumer driven, and guess what? We're the ones shaping it. If we put a little effort, a little complaining, a small shift can turn into a big change, right? So the next time you make a purchase, ask yourself, is this company earning my trust? Because when businesses start realizing that sustainability isn't a trend, but a demand, real change happens. So yeah, this podcast, I just want to create the curiosity and make you guys more thoughtful before you purchase anything. Be more critical. And based on this stat, 82% of consumers are willing to pay more for sustainable products, but it's not always true, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into Gensmatter Podcast. If you love this episode, make sure to follow, share, and keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay conscious, stay curious, and keep making a difference. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Thank you so much for listening. This is Gensmatter Podcast, bridging generations through stories that matter. Bye.